Hey, it's Crystal. I'm back with another video. So this video is going to be about why I chose to transition to natural hair and also some of the things that I did to help me through my transition. So there's a couple reasons why I chose to transition. I touched on it a little bit in my natural hair journey, so make sure you check that out. I'll link that somewhere above. The one thing was because, I guess this was the main thing, I would color my hair sometimes. And as you know, color and relaxer don't go very well together. I'm super cheap when it comes to doing my hair. So of course, when you're cheap and don't want to spend the money, bad things seem to happen. So I got my hair, the first time I got my hair colored, it wasn't professionally colored, a friend of mine had done it. She colored hers all the time, so I figured, you know, no problem. But, you know, her hair is different from mine. I mean, she knows what she's doing with hers, and like mine might be different, you know. So mine didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to turn out. And then when I went to the guy that I used to go to, he's like, what did you do? Like, why did you get your hair stripped? I didn't know anything about coloring. So my hair got completely stripped, so it was like blonde. All the color got stripped. And he's like, what color were you going for? And I'm like, kind of like a brownish, like auburn kind of color. He's like, you know you could have gotten it without stripping your hair. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just doing stuff. You know, I was graduating high school, going into college. I was starting college like, what, the next week or two. So I'm like, I want to try something new, different hair, you know, just be a new woman. And he's like, you know you could have gotten this, you know, without stripping your hair. And I'm like, oh well. So he's like, so you know you can't get it relaxed this whole time because that's bleach on your hair. You cannot mix the bleach and the relaxer. So I'm like, okay, I'll stick it out. Didn't do any type of research on coloring hair, and I did not realize how drying and damaging that is to your hair. My hair was so dry. I mean, so dry. It literally felt like wool carpet. There was nothing I could do because, one, I didn't know how to take care of my natural hair anyway. I was used to, you know, putting oil sheen in it, putting pink lotion in it. And that really doesn't work too well for damaged, color treated hair or for natural hair, or at least my natural hair. And I learned that the hard way. So there's nothing I could do to keep it moisturized. I would wash it, I would dry it, I would try to straighten it. And of course, I'm putting all types of heat on it to try to straighten it. And it was just looking bad. It was looking horrible. I couldn't get it done the right way. So I had to end up, you know, continually going to my professional hairstylist, and he would straighten it out, and it would last for a while. So I mean, I managed. So I literally had to grow all that hair out. It took me about a year or so to grow that out completely. And once I did, I was 99% natural. I had just a couple little ends left, and I'm like, at that time, as Black women, I know some people may be able to relate to this. We don't really think about our natural hair. We don't think, you know, we're growing up, we just thought, you know, getting relaxers was just the way to go. That's just what we did, you know, that's just a part of doing our hair. And for my family, you know, the way I grew up, that's just how it was. So I didn't know anything about natural hair care, didn't really even desire to do my natural hair or to be natural. So once my hair had grown out and it was all natural, instantly went right back to relaxing my hair. I really didn't have too much problem outside of when I mixed color with the relaxers. But my hair, it was, you know, not as thick as I know it could have been. It didn't grow as long as it could have been. It wasn't really short. It kind of came to here, and that's kind of where it stopped. And then the next time that I decided, like when I finally made the decision to go ahead, go natural, was the last time I got my hair colored. It was after I got married, so it was about 2 years ago. Right after I got married, I'm like, all right, new woman again. Let's, you know, do color. So I went, got my hair professionally colored and everything. So this is kind of flip-flop from the last time. So I got it professionally colored this time, but then when I did the relaxers, I did the at-home relaxers. Myself, I never normally relax my hair myself. My mom normally does it, or I normally get them professionally done. But relaxers are so expensive. I mean, that's a harsh chemical you're putting on your hair. You should obviously go to a professional, but ignorantly, I'm like, I can do it myself. Obviously, that relaxer hit that color, hair just fell out, just falling out in clumps, just crazy. So I'm like, you know what? And this is like when people really started embracing their natural hair. So I'm like, you know what? I've seen what my natural hair is like. I know that, you know, all these videos that I'm watching, I can probably do it. You know, I'm like, it wasn't so bad when I was natural. It was just because I tried so hard to keep straightening it, it was harder for me because it's a lot of work to try to straighten natural hair. But I'm like, if I just embrace the curls and just manage my hair the way it should be managed. I've been watching the YouTube videos. I'm starting to see more and more people that are embracing their hair and they're using all these different products. I'm like, you know, I'm learning, so let me try it. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and transition. So I transitioned starting in, I want to say September of 2015. Because I went to go get my hair professionally done and I just wanted it, you know, washed and curled and everything. And the shampoo lady, she's like, your hair is just falling out like crazy. So she ended up giving me like a protein treatment or deep conditioner or something. And she's like, it is just falling out like crazy, like I've never seen before. So I was like, at that point, I'm like, you know what, let's just do it. So I went ahead, started transitioning. And because my hair, so much of my relaxed hair had fallen out, it wasn't like I can just do a twist out or a braid out and make it blend. Like my hair was super thick up here, but so much had fallen out at the ends, it was so thin and so sparse throughout my hair. It was just like, I gotta, you know, cover it up with something. So my go-tos with transitioning, I started to do the buns. I would bun all the time. I would use like the fake Canacolon braiding hair to try to, you know, match my texture. And that was what I had done. So the next thing I did when I was transitioning was I used crochet braids, crochet twists, whatever, because they were like magic. They were so easy because I like box braids, always loved box braids, but they take so long to put in, so long to take out. I'm like, I do not have that time, and I am cheap when it comes to my hair, so I do not have that money. So this was a cheaper way. I could spend 50, 60 bucks on the hair and do it myself. So I did the thick twists, the thick long ones, the thick short ones, the thin ones, the braids, anything. Like that was my go-to because it was so easy and it lasted me for so long. What other styles did I try? I'm not sure. Oh, I tried the halo braids. I tried, like my friend, she would do braids for me, braided up into a bun, like just anything so that I did not have to wear my hair out because it looked so bad. It was so, like my ends were so straggly. It was just so bad. When I was transitioning, I was trying to learn a few things about my hair, but note to self and note to you, if you're transitioning, your hair is so completely different from what it was and what it will be once it is completely natural. Because you have the two different hair textures in your head. Even once you chop all of that off, your hair might be a little different for a while. It took me about at least a month after I was 100% natural for my hair to like really come into itself, because I would try to moisturize my hair while I was transitioning and my natural hair just wasn't having it. It was like, what are you doing? Your hair's just dry. So with those two textures in there, it your hair just doesn't know what it's doing. It's like it's too much going on. So I'm not trying to encourage you to big chop, because I personally did not big chop. I guess one of the good things was the last time I colored my hair, I also got it cut. So normally my hair would be down here. I had it cut like up to here. So it didn't have so much to grow out. And I kind of wanted to get to the point of where I could put my hair into a ponytail without having to blow it out or straighten it before I cut my ends off. And I would just do a little bit at a time until it was just gone. If you want a big chop, that's on you. I just wasn't ready to do a big chop. But yeah, transitioning is hard. You have to stick with it. And there were so many times where I wanted to just quit and give up and say, you know what, forget this. But it's like you're doing it for the end result, and the end result is completely different from what your hair is going through while you're transitioning, because it's going to feel different. It's obviously going to look different. It's completely different hair. It's like your hair's transitioning from completely straight all the way over to back to its naturally curly state. And if you've relaxed your hair as much as I have, you know, it gets kind of ridiculous at how long I think I've had my hair. Well, my mom relaxed my hair since I was about 5. And you know, little girls always have, you know, big, thick, long hair, and then you slap these chemicals in there, especially while your hair is so young, and it just breaks and sheds and falls off and is completely taken out of its natural state. And I understand, you know, children can be tender-headed. It could be so much hair to manage. It's so much easier to deal with if it's relaxed, to style it and to manage it and maintain it. But if you have the knowledge to start your hair natural from birth, like if I were to have a daughter, I would have the tools to do her hair. I don't believe my mom had the tools to do my hair younger, because all she knew was relaxers, so that's all that I knew. So luckily I am out of that. But yeah, transitioning was definitely a journey. So those are some of the reasons why I transitioned my hair, and also some things I did while I was transitioning my hair to help me through it. I know not everyone's hair fell out like how mine did, so you might be able to do the twist outs, the braid outs and things like that. I just personally couldn't, because it was so thin on the ends and so thick at the top. It just looked a mess. But yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Let me know some things that you did while you were transitioning your hair, some things that helped you out, because I'm always interested to see other people's natural hair journeys and how they transitioned and why they transitioned. So let me know. So subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.
Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown.